Hello, I'm back with another video. Me and Dustin are going to be speaking very soon. We're just going to talk about like the lump I have. I haven't been yet to the breast screening clinic. That's this week. And of course I'm due to fly out to America, and it's kind of scary because I've still got to sort my visa out. Even though I have a valid visa, I just need to update it with like where I'm going to be staying. But I'm a little bit confused about the whole point of contact that you have to supply, because obviously they're saying that you can't change that and update it. I don't know, I haven't checked. I should just get on and check. I end up Googling and checking what everybody else says rather than just doing it myself. But anyway, I'm just waiting for Dustin to get up and ring me, and then we'll talk to him. So the other night I was okay, and me and Dustin were talking and everything. Anyway, he went to work and then he rang me on his break, and I was completely different. I was watching people's videos on YouTube of breast cancer and everything and misdiagnosis, and then I kind of just zoned out and I shut down, and he was like talking away and I just couldn't say anything, and I was looking at him and all I could think was, what if it's cancer, and you know, what a disappointment I am, and all of these wild thoughts were going through my head, and that it would completely delay all our plans. Like, there's no way that we could file in the new year if I had breast cancer. It might make it even harder for us to be together, and all of these things were going through my head. And I was looking at him and he was trying to be positive and upbeat and chatty and friendly, and all I could think was, what if it just goes, you know, just is awful, and just we can't be together, and just how devastating that would be. And I don't know, I was filled with so many emotions and vulnerability. And we were doing this video call where he was at work, and I was just like, I can't do this, I've got to go, because I just felt like I was in this pressure cooker of emotions. And it was awful. It was awful, and I just needed to escape and just go in my own head, basically, to try and cope, because that's what I do. So yeah, it's been really difficult when I feel like we should have been planning and having good time planning for this trip. It's completely been overshadowed by me finding a lump and not knowing if it's cancer or not, basically. Okay. Hello everybody.
Hi everybody. Well, it's been a minute since we did this.
I know.
About a month, huh?
I know. My heart just hasn't been in it the last few weeks with everything. It's been really stressful.
Yeah.
Hasn't it?
Yes, it has. But you're fighting through it. Doing all right. So yeah, we both made a vlog about medical stuff. And it's just so weird because I got my follow-up for my cancer thing basically the same week she does at the same time. So we just find that kind of weird. So she goes Wednesday and I go Friday. So, but it's both at 3 o'clock.
I know.
That's strange. So.
But I think that sums up a lot of, like, if I've got my back hurts, you'll have your back hurting in the same place.
Without even telling me.
Yeah.
Without even telling me. And then I'll message and say, man, I'm hurting my neck or my back or something. And you'll be like, what?
I know, because you're always telling me, this is hurting, that's hurting, this is wrong, this is wrong. And I hardly ever say
Am I really?
Yeah.
So you're saying I complain a lot? That's not true.
It is true. You're always saying, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. And I'm like, just suck it up.
No, you whatever. You're just being like that right now.
No, that's what I'm thinking in my head. I just don't say it, but I think it.
Really? Well, it's nice to know. There's so many revelations this morning.
Right, so how have you felt that the last couple of weeks have been?
How have I felt?
Yeah.
Stressful. Very stressful. For what you're going through. Super stressful. Because I'm so worried about you. Because it could be, you just don't know, like you're saying, you know. easier to remain calm, and it sounds good, and that's just good advice and everything. But when you're experiencing something like that, it's harder than it sounds. Until you're in that situation, you can't really speak on how you would act. I can only speak on how I felt when I went through that stuff. You know, it was horrible. So scary. So horrible. Not necessarily the dying part, but just...
That is the scary part, though.
I'm not scared to die, but it's scared of being cheated out of memories, because I think we take those with us, you know, and not making those memories or experiencing what we got started, you know. Horrible to think about not being able to further our developing relationship and really just have love, you know. And then I'm worried for you, because I think you've got a daughter, and I know how much you love her. Squeezes my heart, because I know what the fears you're going through.
I know, but then I kind of feel like I'm being unrealistic, because I don't know what the result will be yet, so I'm working myself up to a state of panic and anxiety.
Not normal.
And that, yeah, I know I haven't had this before,
or felt this shitty for such a long time.
Yeah.
In a row, you know. So this is different, or whatever it is, which this is different. Something different.
But I think, am I scared of dying? Maybe a little bit, but it's the more of not achieving what I want to achieve in this life, or doing what I want to, and going too soon. And then it's like, we've only just started our journey.
Yeah.
And it's like something that I've waited my whole life for, and then to have it taken away like that.
Waiting your whole life for it.
Yeah, who knew? And then, of course, I would hate to leave Clara when she's so young. I'd feel more comfortable leaving her behind if she was stable in her life and happy.
Like an old adult woman?
Or just secure in her life, and, you know, hopefully married and stuff, and starting her life. I would hate to leave her now. That's just not something I want to think about.
No, and it brings fears and really sucks. But if anything, it's a really good wake-up call to have these, to go through these, I think. It was such a wake-up call for me. How precious things are. Relationships. That's the most important thing in life, I believe. Scary.
Yeah, I know. And I know the first time I had that scare when I found a lump before, and I remember absolutely freaking, more than I'm freaking now, but I really freaked out back then. And I remember thinking, oh, it's going to change my life. I'm going to completely make sure I live each day and everything. And I feel I haven't done that, but then I look back and I think, well, actually it was that encounter that led to me writing to you. Do you know what I mean? Which has completely changed my life.
Changed my life too. It really did. Amazing, huh? You just said this is a sad one.
I know. But it is, because it makes
Definitely
you think,
real.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it's just, but I'm kind of annoyed because of the timing of this happening, just before. But then maybe that's like a wake-up call, whichever way this result goes, you know, to really just embrace the trip and just make sure you experience and live every moment of it, and don't take it for granted.
You're not dumping me if you get cancer. I know that. The last fucking trip. I don't know what you're thinking. The hell? Yeah, I'm on to you. I'll just let him go. It's better for him. He can just move on. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm 47 years old. I know what I want.
Did I say that
ain't
the other
moving on.
night? Did I say that the other night when we had our little... where I was
Basically.
like, I can't do this right now.
You were like, it's not fair for me to expect you to stay if I did have a diagnosis like that. I wouldn't. I would choose to. It's not something I would do out of guilt or out of anything other than I want to. So, rode with me. I can't ride with you. Pretty selfish. You know what I mean? You weren't going nowhere. So that's where I stand on that.
I know, but sometimes you have to set people free.
What are you talking about? I'm not a fish. Okay? I don't need to swim, little fish swim and be free. So, you don't need to set me anywhere but right in your heart where you got me. Keep me there, baby. Okay? That's where I belong.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta set people free. What the fuck are you talking about, Sarah? It's funny. You're serious, though. No, we don't have to worry about that. Because I do try to remain optimistic, you know. Because like you said, it's just, we can work ourselves up pretty hard.
Yeah.
So you know, you don't really know. You
And
can either be victims or you can be fighters. So.
Can you be both?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I think I'd probably be a victim at first, and then you haven't got any other option to fight, have you?
That's the stages of grief, though, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, I would try to encourage you along to be a fighter. As I'm blowing up your phone trying to get you to answer. We do have a happy trip coming up, I believe. We've got some really good plans.
Yeah.
We do.
But I'm
Good
just...
places to see.
I'm just scared, like, if I get the result and they go, yeah, you've got breast cancer, that is going to just completely overshadow everything, isn't it?
You'll still come out. You're not going to die tomorrow. You got it. You know. It takes a while to schedule treatment and stuff.
Yeah.
Just because you got cancer does not mean it will kill you. I learned that. You know. It would, but like you said, we need to make that memory too, you know. In case you did have to do treatments if you did get cancer and you're stuck there for like a year, and we can't see each other for a year, you have to do treatments, because once you get on that treatment course, you're in it. You don't really get time to do it. Like they told me if I was going to do radiation, I would have to do it for a year solid. If I was going to, and I couldn't waver off of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, possibly be the last time we could see each other for a year. So I think it would really make us appreciate each other more when you face something like that. You know what I mean? You really.
Do you not
really
think
start
it
to
would...
value who's important in your life? Because I sure did with you and with my family and stuff, and just everything when I was going through that. I thought I was going to die. I really had an opportunity to see what was important, and that was all that was important was relationships. Not money, not things, not nothing.
But taking care of our health. And I think as well, when you go through something like that, the people that stick around and check on you all the time are the genuine people as well in your life.
Yeah, but you can also tell who people are just doing it out of either a sense of guilt, or they just, the one-liners, well, I'm praying for you, get better, and that's all they really have to say. They don't want to really sit there and walk through your disease with you. You know? They think they're going to catch it just by talking to you, that kind of shit, you know. And then you know that relationship's not important. That's why I look at it. Because the niceties don't really mean shit to me. It's that depth. So, you know, anybody, a lot of people in the world are just nice. Just, you know, I guess maybe they can say they were nice, but do they really mean it? When you say you care for somebody or something. I don't know. I don't really want to question people's motives, but I mean, that goes on a lot in the world. You know, I've been guilty of that in the past.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's absolutely who sticks around for you. Well, I'm fucking the strongest glue you will ever meet. I've integrated myself into your life.
I know, but realistically, has it not crossed your mind that this, if I did have cancer, it would set us back completely?
No, it crossed my mind you could die, and that would be horrible, but not set us back because I'm committed fully. So, no, I don't care how long it takes to get you. I just want you. So, you know, I'm going to hang in there until I get you. I know I'm going to get you. No, I am.
There's part of me that kind of thinks, like, I feel like because we've had so many signs in the relationship, this can't be how it ends.
It ain't how it ends.
And even when you were, like, telling me that you thought you were going to die and everything, and you were in such a desperate place, somewhere in the back of my head I was like, but this can't be because of all the signs to end like this.
Exactly.
And I still try to think that way now.
But like, because people have to go through things. We're going to go through things. I think it is what we learn from it too, you know, or how we deal with it, or what we take from it and how we use it and stuff like that. You know, maybe it's just another tool in the arsenal to help people. You know, another experience where we can actually say, hey, I've been through that, man. I know what you're going through. I care about you, or whatever, you know, when we're helping people. And actually mean it, because you actually know what the hell you're talking about, because you went through it. Yeah, this ain't how it ends. Too much. It's too much.
I hope not.
Doesn't really ever end, though.
Wow.
That's what I would ask.
I said,
Ancient alien astronaut theorists predict the Anunnaki and the so-and-so and this kind of text. You know what I'm saying? Does it really ever end?
I don't know. I don't know.
Sue-Ann and you know what I mean? You know what I meant when I said that. Was it Sue-Ann? What was the Sally Ann?
Don't make me look like a nutcase.
No, I'm not making fun. What I'm saying is, does it really ever end? So, that's what I would question.
I don't know, maybe our souls kind of regenerate and we do come back as someone else, just like
possibility.
When things degrade.
That's so anti-Christian, but I'm open to that.
Well, I'm not a Christian, so.
Not yet.
Spirit. I've had the whole relationship trying to convert me.
Well, even with God, I don't want to put God in a box or say anything's impossible, because people really don't know. So, they do that. They try to put him in a box or form their beliefs around. But we don't really know. Because if there is a God, man, he has to be everything or nothing. He can't just be just a little piece of nothing. It would have to be something we could completely never be able to understand. So it can have to be that big. It's a complicated universe.
Well, it is. Like, I kind of think, like, fate and destiny, coincidences, seeing things that you can't explain. It's like, it's a weird world out there.
Weird. Would you ever want to know, though? Those answers you'd want to know?
Yes.
And then what would you want to know?
Yes, because
you wouldn't want to be left with. You wouldn't want to be left with
the mystery of it.
The mystery of it, like.
Not really.
The awe of it. The awe of it.
No, because my mind thinks that I always want to try and understand something. And how it works. How is it possible? What is it?
why.
Yeah, and why?
What's the reason?
But I kind of feel like we'll never know that until we pass over.
I don't think we'll even know when we pass over.
What?
I said we might not even know when we pass over. And just still might not be able to figure it out. It just might be something that is, and we might not ever know why. You know. I want both. I want to know, but then I don't, because I just want to be in awe of things. No. That's how I think about some things, especially God. I wouldn't want to ever figure God out, because that would mean he's not God to me. So, if he wasn't bottomless, or I don't know, he just wouldn't be. I would never hold him as God. If I could figure him out or know why, or completely why, where he came from, what it is, you know what I mean? Just like take the fun out of it. We stop?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't feel. I feel like emotionally broken. Physically, I'm aching.
Well, we're together pretty good. You are. All in all, you're doing pretty wonderful. Because a lot of people aren't strong. They can't deal with stuff like you're dealing with. Man, I get an ache or pain. I want to go to the doctor. Are you kidding me?
Exactly. So
to go to the fucking doctor.
So that goes.
It's so hard for you to even get you this far to going on your clinic visit that you got coming up. Is like, that's impossible happening. Impossible's happening here, because you will not go in. You would just be sick forever. You just won't go to a damn doctor. It's so frustrating. So this is big time to get you to do that. I didn't get you to do anything, but for you to do that. Let's be real.
You see, that goes back to
do.
That goes back to my earlier point that everything you're like.
Hey man,
I wasn't exaggerating in the beginning.
It's only when you have one for 3 weeks, a headache. Then I'm thinking, yeah, you might need to go to the doctor.
That's why I don't tell you a lot of
That's
stuff.
not normal, you know. That's not normal.
I don't tell you a lot of stuff.
There could be something seriously wrong if you have a headache for 3 weeks. It could be serious.
Yeah, I know that.
Not as extreme as I'm thinking, but it is something to it.
I know that, but I also am aware that
You're just like,
I don't. Well, I don't sleep well anyway. You know.
We both don't. Yeah. It's horrible. There's no reason I should be up at 8 o'clock in the morning right now. Other than I really wanted to see you.
I know, but that's because you're in a bad cycle of when you go to sleep.
Yeah.
So you go late.
I get like charged up at night. I'm
Yeah.
really not getting sleep till like 3 or 4. But even if I lay there, it's horrible.
Whereas
I usually sleep o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, I'd be sleeping for years.
yeah, exactly. You've gone the complete other way now, haven't you? Since starting that other job.
I don't like it. Now you're not going to be able to sit there and stare at me when I'm sleeping, because I'll be awake. Huh. True. Maybe I'll be tired though, working days again, you know. You're ready for bed at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, and you won't be able to have like your afternoon naps, will you? So.
No. Afternoon nap? What? I'm not 60. I never took afternoon naps. What?
When you have your days off, you have your afternoon naps, don't you? You do seem to.
Well, I try.
Yeah.
I try. Yeah, I gotta recharge. I go hard in the pain, baby. Hard. Yeah, I gotta recharge.
See? It's all right again.
Your afternoon naps. Maybe sounds so fucking old. I watch my cousin on here. You print everything now.
Why change the habit of a lifetime?
Huh?
Why change the habit of a lifetime?
It's not proper. Love you.
Love you too.
Good. You done teasing?
Yeah, I never tease. What are you on about?
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Your afternoon naps? But that ain't what you meant when you said it. You meant old. Your habit of a lifetime? Teasing, babe.
You should be used to it now. I do it all the time.
I am. Pretty used to it. I am. Super tired today.
Well, that's because you're working like every single day, aren't you?
Yep. For like 7 days straight right now. They did my days off all weird for the last 2 weeks. Switch them around. It's not right. Huh. Can't get blood out of a turnip.
So, what are you looking forward to most about the trip with me?
You want me to say this on camera?
No, not that bit. Everything but that.
What I'm looking forward most is just being in your presence. Period. Just touching you, smelling you, being in your presence, hearing your voice live, looking in your eyes, spending time with you, hearing you laugh, just everything. Being in your presence. Being with you.
Oh, that's really sweet.
What are you looking forward to most?
I was going to say something really cheeky, but I won't say it. Just seeing if we are compatible.
What the fuck are you saying right now?
Well,
Really?
because
How many times are we going to talk about this?
because we've only met that once before, so it'll be interesting to see the dynamics this time around.
You're the one that
Like
keeps forgetting how it was.
No, but I feel a little bit more confident with you, and sometimes that can make me really irritating.
Really?
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how the dynamics
Does that translate into bitchy?
A little bit. but in
Why
a
did you just say that then?
but in a playful way. Oh, what number 6?
But I'm going to be with you every single day.
6.
6.
6.
6. Sex?
6. Well, I was just thinking that I was going to go, and in German, 6, and then you went and said it.
Do what I can. I'm still stuck on the bitchy thing.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm stuck on the 6.
The sex? Oh, so you're looking forward to that? Yes. Yes, we are.
Oh, it's going to have my channel banned.
What, baby?
Nothing.
What did you say?
I said just get the channel banned.
Channel ban. Our channel's not going to get banned. We haven't even put this out there yet. It'll get banned if you put it out there, maybe some of the stuff, especially when we're talking about immigrants.
That's you.
Yeah.
I was trying to divert the conversation away subtly, but you were like, no.
Yeah. I'm not immigrant phobia, but we got too much going on in this country.
Well, there's a correct way of doing it, and like we're gonna have to go the correct way, and everything we've got to jump through. Just, it seems a bit unfair if somebody else gets a free ride.
Yeah, because you're just paying for it as a working citizen.
Yeah.
You're just paying for other people's free against your will is what it is. I don't like.
Wow.
Choice, not that I wouldn't help, because I'm all about helping people that are down. But to make me, that's not right. Forcing you to do it. Basically, that's what you're doing. If you're spending tax dollars and stuff, you're forcing people that don't agree.
Well, I think I'm more in favour of trying to help countries, try and stabilising countries and helping with infrastructure to make people want to stay and be proud of their own countries. Everybody should be proud.
A lot of them are proud. Like immigrants, they're proud of their country, because I know when they come over here, they're flying their flags and they're really saying they're proud. But if you ask them if they want to go back there, they're like, ooh. But so they are proud of their heritage to some extent.
Yeah, I think everybody's proud of their heritage. It's just a lot of governments are corrupt, aren't they? That's the problem.
Yeah, ours is.
I think all governments are corrupt in some form or other.
It's still ran by people, yeah. So I seen this advertisement that said, do you think this is NBA players or football players? And they started giving statistics. This is what it was. It was an advertisement. And they were listing 8 members are facing assault charges. 35 members are for battery on their spouse. 16 members are fraud charges. These are what these people are facing. And one of the guys said, I think it's the NBA, which is Basketball Association, or I think it's football league. He said, no, that's members of your Congress. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what's going on with those. And it said, like, there's 450 of them, like 120 can't get a credit card. Just stuff like that. You know what I mean? People that are running our government. But, like, I was blown away by, like, 35 of them are facing charges of assault on their spouses. Come on, man. That stuff like that.
No.
Crazy.
It all comes down to power and money and corruption, isn't it?
Money. Corrupt, man.
And power, because some people love power and control. That's the real evils in the world, isn't it?
Money and power?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's never changed throughout all of society and civilization.
A lot of them, I think, are very good intention when they run. I don't think that was their nefarious. Most of the people that run it want to make a difference at some point in their life, and then they just get corrupted. I think a lot of them have good, you know what I mean, goodwill when they first do it. Crazy, man. We're seeing some really changes in the world, all over in this world right now. Europe's really bad right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, I'm just saying, I'm not saying what.
Yeah.
I subscribe to your guys' Crime London. I get your little on
yeah.
Crime London on we don't have anything like that, I think. Maybe there's a Crime Chicago, I don't know. But I subscribe to the little thing. They're pretty forthcoming with the videos and stuff on there and everything that's happening in that city. Crime London, I think it's called. Yeah, Crime London.
Yeah, it's bad.
Instagram.
It's really bad.
Instagram.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Interesting. People are just walking down the street, boldly cutting down camera poles and stuff. They're carrying torches on their back, and they just walk up and start cutting one of the cameras down.
I know. This one girl posted a video, but she had her phone around her neck. But did you see that one?
She tried to grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But because she had it around her neck. It's scary though, isn't it?
It put her to the ground, but she kept her phone.
Yeah.
You know. So.
It's just scary.
Yeah, because those people are on their phones, and they're being snatched out of their hands, so you don't have time to lock your screen.
No.
So your information, you're done at that point. You're done. I think that's a really good idea with the phone on a cord thing for that city. So, honestly.
Or just not visit it.
Phone theft. They're rolling on those electric scooters, snatching them out of people's hands. Anybody watching this, you guys, Crime London, I'm telling you, watch some of these videos, guys. We don't have a lot of that here, where they're on their electric scooters zipping by grabbing people's phones. I've never seen that until I seen that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it don't happen, but that's like some new stuff right there. That's a whole different level.
But I think that's
they're getting more than the phone. They're getting at people's banking information, everything, right away.
That's why I don't like the way everything's being shifted to your phone. Like, you can do your banking on your phone. you know, pay your bills, not everything's being tailored towards your phone now, isn't it?
Yeah, they're going to do that, the digital wallet. They're going to
Yeah.
get rid of currency. I think Wells Fargo Bank here in the United States has already launched a department of a little bit of the digital wallet. They're going to get rid of all cash. I think they're going to be the leaders in this country. So that'll be on your phone, digital wallet.
Yeah, I know. This last one.
Last one?
That's why it's important to keep cash in circulation, though.
I know. I suggest anybody watching this channel that you keep cash in circulation, guys. We'll lose our sovereignty when you lose that cash.
So whenever I go out, I always go to the cash machine and get what I need. Or if I go grocery shopping, I always get the cash out first, just to keep it in circulation, because it's important.
Yeah.
Because
point here.
But because it's like so nice to give like your child a £5 note or something, you're not going to be able to do that if we go to digital. It's not the same.
No, because then they'll say you can't pay with cash. But right now, businesses, I just seen this too, businesses are shutting down no cash, and they won't let you pay your debts, but you're legally allowed to make them take cash.
Yeah.
They have to take it. They can't deny you.
Because it's still legal tender, isn't it?
They're trying to say that, hey, we don't accept cash. I have a right to pay with cash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It even says it on our bill, but it's going to come to a point where we can't. If you don't have that, you're not going to eat.
Or, in those situations, just take your business elsewhere. You know?
Yeah.
Encourage people to take their business elsewhere. Because it is so important to keep that cash in society. Because also the government can't track everything you're doing with your money as well. You know?
Yeah, they hate it. They hate it. The corporations, see, we're ran by a corporation. America's ran by corporations because it's capitalist to the bone. So, like, big corporations run our country. They influence our politics. Anybody that doesn't think so is mistaken. And they want to track our spending. They're really pushing this cashless stuff. Super pushing it. So they know what we're spending, and they can tailor ads to us and make us buy their stuff. And
but also that I don't like the way the governments and banks can shut down people's accounts so easily, and then what do you do?
Look at China.
It really scares me. Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. I mean, in China they survey you know what you're buying, and if you're going to buy wine, you'll get points deducted because it's not seen as healthy. I don't want to live in a society like that. No, because they're just rolling this out right now to see how well it can be accepted. Yeah.
If you just get a little percentage of it that'll take it and accept it, just like we did COVID in the world. Everybody accepted it and stayed in, and they're just going to push it. The whole world locked down for COVID when it wasn't shouldn't have. Everybody's accepted what the government said, but I think a lot of people are awake now. Honestly, I do. A lot more than were on how much control and stuff is behind all of that. Exactly. They really pushed it like you would super die. If you got COVID, everybody would die. The whole world would die. People believed it, man. I believed it. So.
I didn't believe it. I knew straight away.
No.
I knew straight away what they were
COVID
doing.
Like 87 times you had it already.
No, I didn't.
You had it at that point. But they made you guys do vaccines in your country.
Yeah, I know, which was disgusting.
And they did that in our healthcare sector here also. They made those people do that. They had religious exemptions, but when you went to claim a religious exemption, they would say no. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So they did the same thing they made you guys do. They made you take vaccines in the healthcare sector.
I'm not saying COVID didn't exist and that the first one was probably strong,
not.
But I don't think it was the way they made it out, and the fact that they pushed vaccines that hadn't been properly tested and we didn't know the long-term effects, I think was disgusting to not allow people.
We still don't know.
No, exactly. But there's a lot of fit young athletes that are dropping down with heart conditions now, which is very strange.
And the fertility problems it's going to cause to a whole generation.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that was a big thing was for population stuff, man. Honestly, that's my opinion. That sounds really conspiratorial and stupid, but I really do. If you get enough people to take those shots, because there's too many people in the world.
But
there is.
but a lot of those conspiracy theorists were the first ones saying this has come out of China, it's come out of a lab, and they were right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And people who the conspiracy theorists, the main leaders in that area, they haven't got anything to lose by highlighting stuff.
No, the world, what they call
You know.
conspiracy, we call truth, me and you.
Yeah.
Honestly, and anybody that has a brain. You know what I mean?
The thing is, you should have access to all kinds of advice and everybody's opinions. You shouldn't just have one set of opinions that are given to you by the government and be told not to listen to anything else, because you should be able to make your own informed consent and informed opinions on things. I'm an adult. I'm an adult, for Christ's sake.
I'm an adult.
Yeah.